So this happens to be my first video, and you can hear from the background I'm playing reggae. I'm playing reggae. I want to touch on some one or two things that have been going on. First and foremost, I think the current issue is the Black Stars of Ghana. We are in Egypt, and we are taking part of the AFCON. We've already played 2 matches, and from what I'm reading on social media, I think Ghanaians are not too happy with the result. But I want to touch on a few points so that we see what is really going on. Is this team worth moving forward? Why we should support or why we should not support this team? I'm going to touch on 2 or 3 things so that we all come to conclusion. So basically, we played 2 matches. The first game was against Benin. That was the first match, and the game ended 2-2. We ended the game with 10 men, and I saw a lot of complaints on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. So yesterday we played a match against Cameroon, and we had the same result, but this time it was a goalless draw. And I see people trolling the Black Stars. People are saying that we should come home. People are being agitating that we shouldn't win a match so that we don't pay winning bonus. That is fine. That is okay. And people have already stated that they don't support the Black Stars anymore, and that one too is okay. But some of us, we still believe in the Black Stars, and we still support the Black Stars. And I want to touch on a few things, the reason why we still support the Black Stars, and the reason why we even see that this Black Star team is going ahead into the semis. First and foremost, nothing has changed. This is a group stage match. It's important, or it will be really nice to top the group, but not topping the group doesn't change anything. It doesn't take anything from us. If we top the group, it's a nice idea, it's something good. Maybe we are likely to face probably a team that didn't do well in his group. But the point is, we just want to qualify. The most important thing is to qualify to the next stage of the competition. It doesn't matter how we qualify, it doesn't matter the number of points we get, it doesn't matter the number of wins we get, it doesn't matter the number of goals we score. All that matters is to qualify to the next stage. And from what I've seen, we've played 2 matches, we've drawn 2 matches. And in the group, I think the top group, the country leading the group is having 4 points, and that is Cameroon. They've also played 2 matches, they won only 1 match, and they've drawn with us. And let me take the game against Benin for instance. It was the first match, and we conceded early. That should tell you that we didn't settle early. So going into the game, I think we were not much into the game until they scored. But we responded very well, very quick. Their first goal came within the 2nd minute, and our first goal came within the 9th-10th minute. So we responded very well. We went ahead to score a goal. We were in a leading position when John Boy had a red card. And I've seen people complaining, and John Boy this, John Boy that, John Boy this. We have to be honest to ourselves. The referee was very harsh on that decision. I mean, who delays time on the 54th minute of a game? It was 54th minutes. I mean, I understand that when a player delays time, you should give me a card. But this time you could have won him. But what did we see? The referee just moved straight and gave him the 2nd yellow card, which doubled to the first yellow card he had, and it was a red card. I think the decision was harsh from the part of the referee, and we tried. One thing you can only complain is that the coach didn't manage the game well after the red card. Apart from that, anything else was perfect, because playing 10 against 11 is not easy. We've seen people winning 10 against 11, but it's not easy as we see it. And the boys tried, they give their best. And one mistake too that we can also touch on was when the red card came, I think the coach should have taken out Christina Chu instead of Samuel Usu, who just came fresh with strength. But that mistake has already happened. Let's put that one behind us. So basically, the first game, it wasn't a bad result. It wasn't a bad result at all, considering that we ended the game with 10 against 10 men. Now, yesterday's match, I was impressed, not because I'm supporting the Black Stars, but because I saw some improvements in the team. I saw some confidence in the team. I saw some seriousness in the team. It was a good match, it was a good test, and the result was a good result. We played against a Cameroon who are currently the defending champion, for crying out loud. So I don't even see the point when people say that we didn't do well. What were you expecting? That we're just going to walk over Cameroon just like that? I mean, that is not going to be easy. This is a Cameroon side that we have never beaten in the tournament. So considering the result that we had yesterday, it was a perfect result. And nothing have changed really, because at the end of the day we saw that Benin couldn't even win. So as it stands now, Ghana will sit third with 2 points, the same as the second position, which is Benin. And Benin is playing their next game against Cameroon. And trust me, we are building, we are moving forward, and the next game we are going to win. Even if we don't win, there's no guarantee that Benin is going to win. And even that, we are still likely to qualify, because we are 24 teams and I think 16 has to qualify. So there's only 8 teams that will be eliminated, and even some of the third positions will be considered for qualification. So I don't even see the point of people crying out saying the Black Stars didn't do what they did. They did very well. We can only touch on one particular incident that we could have done it better. That ball, this player, I think he plays in Belgium, the one you should have passed Jordan Ayew to score. I think the 86th minute something incident, but it's all good, and we will all see that the guy tried. From my point of view, the shot he shot went straight into the post. Just I didn't score. He wasn't lucky, or we weren't happy that we weren't lucky. That's why we couldn't score. But that ball could have scored, because that was a nice shot and a nice target. But it didn't end up the way we expected. So for me, I think the Black Stars have done well. They've improved from game to game. Considering the game we played against Benin and what we played yesterday, you could see that we really improved. One thing that I also like to touch on is the fact that the coach should consider Jonathan Mensah in the next game. I mean, from what I've seen, there's no point playing John Boy, because yesterday the guy was super fantastic. And a great save from the goalkeeper, Richard Ofori. He did really marvelous, and that's cool. That's great. And I see people agitating that the coach should drop Jordan Ayew. I mean, we have to be real to accept, and we have to be honest to accept. Jordan is doing well there. At this point, some of us can see the seriousness in Jordan, and if he's to take it like this, it's going to help us going forward. No doubt that when Asamoah Gyan came, things was a little bit different. I mean, that should tell you that we still have something in Asamoah that we need for this country. So anytime that the need arises, we expect the coach to do the necessary change. But that guy who refused to pass the ball, I think he's a very good player, and he really surprised some of us with his few minutes on the field. And I think we should be giving more time, more playing time, so that we can find out what he can do for this country. Thank you very much. Nothing has changed. I see people going back to 82 that one thing is, Portugal won the Euros without winning the group stage. That's how funny it is. And I remember under 20 we went for, is it Turkey or something? We were third in our group, and we moved to the next round of the competition. We ended up third place, and I asked myself, where were those countries that placed first, second in their groups? Well, we were scored by, I think, France. France scored us in the semi-finals, and they went ahead to win the competition. That should tell you that we were only beatable by the champions. And for me, group stage, topping the group is okay, it's nice, but it's not necessarily important at this stage. What that matters is to qualify to the next stage. So go Ghana, go Blasters. We still do your back. We believe football is coming home. I've already stated on my Facebook account that football is coming home, and I think this time football will come home. Thank you very much for watching.